Yes!
The inspiration of making this event was actually a coincidence. Like 6 months before the first festival, I was invited to test a site for racing, and when I was going back home, I noticed an amazing site in Clipstone. It was a colliery near Mansfield, and I decided just to see what is going on there, because there were people working, something doing, and I asked them whether I can try, and I met straight away the owner. The owner was excited about the drone, and I thought straight away, if there are people willing to gather to do some racing, and we have that kind of spot, we need to try whether people gonna enjoy flying over there, because it was so spectacular and so unique. And yeah, that's it basically. It was just a coincidence and very, very good will to do something different, to test it. And after the first festival, I just knew I want to carry it on. I want to upgrade it with all the features which we have right now. But it took us nearly 4 years to reach this point.
I support so much this event that I propose that we change the flight lines to the way that some of the, like most of the American events go, with a lot of pilots, and they actually flow better. This new setup that we got here make sure that the distribution of flying, the safety measures, everything is on point. Everyone is always watching, but also it doesn't just improve safety and flight time, but look at the community now. The community is together, talking, sharing, and that's the final purpose of an event. So we hit all 3 check marks with this. So I do believe that we are helping promoting safety measures and educational stuff for the pilots.
Hey, I'm Stuart from Camera Centre UK, and we are sponsoring the UK Drone Fest, FPV Drone Fest, and it's hugely important to reach out to areas of content creation and art that is a little bit kind of on the cusp of what we usually do. So we do mainly photography and video gear, but something that's getting ever more popular at the moment is FPV, and you can see the community and the love everyone else has around here, and that's what we want to not necessarily, you know, push everyone onto us, but also have the ability to really get into the community and see what they want, maybe start doing more FPV kind of gear and stuff like that, but also, you know, just supporting such a lovely community that does some really awesome stuff, and it's all really fantastic really. I've had a huge amount of fun over the last 2 days of your FPV Drone Fest and can't wait for the last day really.
To, co mnie przyciągnęło do festiwalu, to jest ten tutaj gość, Piotrek. Poznałem go dzięki kumplom z Czarnej Owcy. Przeprowadzaliśmy wywiad z Piotrkiem na moim blogu. No i od tego czasu jesteśmy chyba dobrymi przyjaciółmi. To jest gość, dla którego tutaj jestem na tym festiwalu.
I expected to meet cool pilots, nice people, having a good vibe, and yeah, it's like there aren't too many drone festivals, so if there are any drone festival, you have to go, and I really liked the drone festival here in UK.
A jeśli chodzi o moje ulubione momenty, to w sumie jeden z nich to jest tego typu spotkanie z ludźmi, bo w sumie dla mnie latanie nie jest priorytetem. Priorytetem jest to, żeby spotkać się tak jakby z tym społeczeństwem tutaj i móc powymieniać się doświadczeniami, poglądać ich sprzęty i zobaczyć, jak oni się rozwijają. Zawsze można coś tak jakby wyciągnąć najlepszego od innych ludzi i dać coś od siebie też innym.
Yeah, if you're just starting out in FPV, I think the best advice I could give is build the first drone yourself completely. Don't get fooled into buying a bind and fly, because it's really important to know how to fix the drone, because then you'll have the confidence to push yourself, because when you crash, which you definitely will, you'll know how to fix it.
Początkującym pilotom doradziłbym to, aby na początku skupili się na symulatorze, nie szukali rozwiązań tam, gdzie ich nie ma, typu gdzieś w technologii, w ustawieniu radia, ustawieniu drona i tak dalej, a skupić się tylko na tym, aby latać, starać się codziennie latać, regularnie i systematycznie, kiedy tylko można, kiedy jest wolna chwila, po prostu latać, no i nie szukać rozwiązań gdzieś typu ustawienia radia czy ustawienia drona, bo to, na czym wszystko jest teraz budowane w obecnych czasach, jest na tyle wystarczające, że wystarczy do nauki, do latania, a z czasem to wszystko, jak już poznasz drona, będziesz go czuł, to znajdziesz najlepsze ustawienia dla siebie i rozwiązania, a na pewno bardzo fajnych ludzi dookoła, którzy ci pomogą w tym wszystkim.
Once again, so every year we're learning what to do next year, what can we improve and what we can upgrade. Obviously, every year we are getting more prizes to win. We have more guests from all over the world and they are delivering us many ideas for the challenges. We're upgrading every year the standard of safetyness and the comfort of our guests. So you can be sure the next year it's going to be even better than this one.
As with most areas which are just starting out, and the FPV community, it is kind of in its infancy in terms of like how many people are getting into it. It's always good to make sure that everyone communicates and is good at evaluating any kind of situation that they're in. And coming to things like the FPV Drone Fest that you got here, you can learn so much more about people that do this day in, day out, and learn the safe way to do it. But also making sure, you know, they have the communication amongst everybody else here to be able to work together, to be able to create an effective and an amazing project at the end of the day.
Myślę, że największym takim atutem jest jednak trening. Jeśli ktoś bardzo lubi latać i chce zacząć, powinien zacząć od kupienia aparatury i spróbować swoich sił w symulatorze i przynajmniej wylatać kilkanaście godzin i potem pomyśleć o normalnym lataniu w takim FPV zbudowanym dronem.
Whoa, nice! Incredible. They have walkie-talkies in place. They have a schedule. They have constant communication with not just the music tent or the pilots in the back, but they have speakers all around. They have a microphone and they're always communicating with the flight line manager, which is crucial because you got so much people around that there is no room for mistakes. This is a very effective way to communicate. It's not expensive, it just takes practice. So they have been doing this for 2-3 years and you can definitely tell. It's amazing.
The plans for the future we have just carried it on and make it better every year. I don't expect that the festival gonna change into kind of business because we do it more charity way, just to create and gather the community, to meet everybody and just boost the hobby. Also, we want to invite more people to the hobby, and I believe that in the future the festival gonna help us out with some other projects which we are thinking about. But I'm not going to say a lot right now. Just stay tuned with the news.
One advice I could give to new pilots is meet other FPV pilots, try to find other FPV pilots in your area, and in the end just go fly pack after pack. And most important for me was also enjoy the process and just go out, find new spots, find cool people to fly with, and then everything flows like from itself, I think.
Okay, więc moje ulubione momenty na festiwalu to jest wieczór, kiedy wszyscy kończymy latać, kiedy spotykamy się w strefie relaksu, siedzimy tam, dobrze się bawimy, chłopaki latają malutkimi łupami, jakiś alkohol, jakaś zabawa. To jest najlepszy czas na festiwalu, pomijając oczywiście cały dzień, kiedy latają.
Every year we are learning from the experience of the festival what to do next year, what to improve, what to upgrade, and constantly we're bringing more fun, more prizes, more challenges, and safer and better standard for every single pilot who is attending to the festival. So every year you can be sure that you will have way better.
I think one of the most important things to succeed in a competition is probably like repetition, and you have to be consistent with the tricks, and in the end most of the time just send it and try the trick, and if you crash, you crash, but it's like something that you have to do with flying FPV to succeed. And yeah, I think, and in the end it's just like having fun with friends and cool guys, so yeah.
Moim zdaniem, jeśli chodzi o organizację przestrzeni lotniczej, tutaj zostało to rozwiązane w świetny sposób, ponieważ mamy dwa osobne miejsca, w których możemy latać, i jeśli przykładowo coś się stanie w jednym miejscu, wszyscy zostają przenoszeni bez przerywania tak jakby latania do innej strefy, a w tej poprzedniej strefie można tak jakby zająć się zepsutym sprzętem, który można zebrać, i po tym czasie wszyscy wracają tak jakby na cały teren i mogą sobie latać z powrotem. Także moim zdaniem świetne rozwiązanie.
As a retailer, we do actually sell a lot of drones anyway, and we work quite closely with the CAA, and then there's a number of pilots that actually work for Camera Centre who are quite well versed in kind of like the laws and how to be safe with it. It's one of those things where it's a new community, and as such, the new rules and new safety kind of like areas are always going to be expanding. The guys here at UK FPV Drone Fest do a really great job of making sure everyone remains safe, and that's actually one of the most important parts of it, is to have fun, be safe, and learn a little bit about flying some awesome drone.
We had quite a lot of complications with organization, especially at the beginning, where I didn't know that I need CAA approval and BMFA authorization to do this kind of event. Also, at the first 2 years we were struggling with the site because it was abandoned at colliery, so there was no safety measurements at all, no toilets, no showers, or even electricity. At the beginning it was very hard to run the festival, but we made it to the point where we're in this site where everything is ready. We have lunch area, we have power, we have lights, we have even Wi-Fi, we have everything what we need for these kind of activities to run it safely and with fun.
Jeśli chodzi o umiejętności kluczowe, jeśli chodzi o FPV, no to przede wszystkim to jest cierpliwość. To jest podstawowa rzecz, którą każda osoba potrzebuje, aby móc dobrze nauczyć się latać. Niestety bez tego, może powiem tak, nie ma drogi na skróty w tej kwestii. Po prostu trzeba ćwiczyć, jeszcze raz ćwiczyć i jeszcze raz ćwiczyć, psuć drony, naprawiać je z powrotem i poświęcić na to troszkę więcej czasu. I dla mnie to jest gwarant sukcesu.
No, organizacja przestrzeni tutaj bardzo fajna w tym roku, 2 strefy. W zeszłym roku, z tego co pamiętam, mieliśmy 3, było więcej zamieszania. No tutaj jest teraz bardzo ładnie, bardzo wszystko łatwo rozwiązane. Uciekamy na tą zieloną stronę albo niebieską, także to jest fajnie zorganizowane w tym roku.
When it comes to drone technology, when I started flying, we were all using analog goggles, which is kind of like looking at a really old VCR. In the last few years, digital was completely overtaken, and the feed is so much clearer, gives you so much more confidence when you're flying. And we all thought about 2 or 3 years ago, when the first digital system came out, that was it, that was the pinnacle. But they keep upgrading it, it keeps getting better quality. Now it's like you're literally flying with an action cam, and that trend just seems to keep continuing. We keep thinking, this is as good as it's going to get, but then it just keeps getting better. So I can't wait to see the next video system.
About the safetyness, it is the most crucial thing about the festival, because drones are flying really fast and they can hurt people, even maybe mortally. So we had to implement plenty of safety measurements like nettings, walking paths, times where we can fly, flight zones, procedures to retrieve your drone when you crash on the flight zone, and so on and so on. Also, we had to do whole risk assessment with any possibilities which could go wrong and prepare for it. So that's the reason why we are getting BMFA regulation, authorization, sorry. And CAA is happy with our activities, and basically people are waiting for the festival. Like the last year, we sold out in 23 hours. And this year we nearly sold out exactly in 24 hours. So it tells something, I believe.
We have created a really good friendship with the organizers of the event. Their vision and values align with GemFans and VCI. So it is a win-win for both my company and me as a pilot, because I get to hang out with some of my best friends in the world. These guys are not just sponsored pilots or event organizers, but they are friends. And that comes first all the time.
Like I said earlier, we're checking every single pilot at the beginning over a time of registration, whether they have the right skills and the right equipment to fly safely on our events. Also, once we tell them the rules, we're randomly checking whether they are following it while they are flying. Oh, little guy. So we're checking whether pilots got the right channel, the right output power. If there's any video problems with other pilots, we're instantly reacting to it, and we're giving warnings if somebody is not following our rules, and you have 2 attempts to get warning. Later you're just dismissed from the event. Never happened. People are following everything, and people are absolutely amazing here. So make sure you're going to join us next year.
I see that the FPV community has been growing exponentially, like for, let's say, 5 years. Now you have more options to buy between like flight controller, props, VTXs, video system, radio. Everything has improved, and when you support events like this, you start putting getting more pilots to come to events, to show them the different products that the companies have available, and they decided to send to the event to be showcased to the pilots. So this is a win-win again scenario for companies and events, because we get to develop and push the hobby forward, and we get to see the feedback from the community in real time. So that's why.
Well, as with most businesses, it's really important to invest in parts of a community that we can supply goods, of course, because it's getting ever more popular, and you know, FPV drone pilots and all of that are going to be the future of a lot of different kind of industries, and they need things like cameras, like we sell the O3 Air unit, for example, which is used pretty much widely across all of the drones flown today, and it's, you know, it's good to be a part of that community.
So the biggest problem with the safetiness on our festival is to comply with the regulations from CAA, which means to have the basic liability, basic skills and basic license, which you can do for free online, and you're getting some knowledge where you can fly really. Once you're arriving to our festival, we're checking your basic skills. We're checking whether your drone gonna behave in a expected way when you lose your signal or something, because drones are really dangerous, and especially when you have so many people from whole of the world, you don't know them exactly, so you need to make sure that everybody are safe. And this year we had people from actually everywhere, from Colombia, from USA, from France, from Germany, from Spain, from Norway even, from Poland, obviously, and I think there was somebody else from Portugal. So festival is well known at the moment in Europe, and we need to keep the high standard of safetiness on our festivals.
Right. What attracted me to Drone Fest? Well, to be honest with you, there is nothing else like it in the UK. This is really the first large-scale freestyle-focused event. There's quite a few racing events that go around in FPV, but for freestyle, there really was nothing else. And yeah, when I went to the first one, which was 4 years ago, this is the 4th one that they've done. It was just immaculate. Everyone was so cool. It was such a good vibe, and they've all been like that. So it's just, yeah, once a year, everyone that is like so passionate about this hobby just gets together, and it's just here for a good time.
Jakie są ulubione momenty w FPV? Myślę, że crashe. Taki najbardziej fajny właśnie moment, gdzie no później trzeba to zobaczyć, co się stało. Większość ludzi no, czeka na takie efektowne jakieś triki.
Ale to nie mogłam tego wyrwać!
Bardzo unikalny. Nowa klapka na kamerę jest, która jest niesamowicie wytrzymała. I póki co testowaliśmy tego drona w ekstremalnych warunkach, nic się nie dzieje. It's FPV.
Tak, a teraz jak wy latacie i zakładacie gogle, to z której kamery macie obraz?
Z tej, ta nagrywa w dużo dobrej jakości.
I co? Aha, czyli to nagrywa tutaj na karcie pamięci.
Tak.
Vispa TV is a multicultural television from Great Britain. It is reported from many regions, debates with exciting people, talks with experts and many other programs. Vispa TV. Welcome.